Hey guys, welcome back to AlgoYogi. We are doing two pointers series, and our next problem in the list is bots to save people. Quite interesting title. Okay, let's see what it says on LeetCode. You are given an array people where people I is the weight of ith person. Yeah, I mean, why not? And an infinite number of boards. That's a good thing. Where each board can carry a maximum maximum weight of limit. So each board has a limit, and that limit is the maximum weight that board can carry. Each board carries at most 2 people. Yeah, it's a small board, so that explains. I'm just trying to understand, at most 2 people at the same time, provided the sum of the weight of those people is at most limit. Okay, return the number of board to carry every person. So it's like there is a river, and there are people on this side of the board, like left side of the river, not the board, and we need to cross the river with the boards, and we have infinite number of boards. But we want to use minimum number of boards from this infinite pool. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe, maybe you don't want to take, you want to take the least number of boards to the other side. So we need to pair up people basically, and if we can only pair up people if their combined weights are basically less than the limit or equal to the limit. If they are basically, if the weight is basically combined weight of 2 people is greater than the limit, then we can only take 1 person. So you would, well, of course, you would take the heaviest person, on one board, and then these people with less weight, you want to pair them up with people with the most weight. Okay, so all right, so let's understand that. I'm gonna change the view. Okay, so this is the people array. This is the limit in our first example. Now what I want to do is I want to take people from one side of the river. Let's say this is my river. This is my river. Now this water flowing here, and we have like infinite number of boats. Infinite number of boats. Now we have some people that we want to take from this side to the other side, and we want to basically pair them up so that we use the least number of boards, and one board can have only 2 people. This problem is very easy. I don't know, whenever I find easy problems, I try to over explain, and that just is not really good. I will just try to wrap it up as soon as possible, as quick as possible. So what I want to do is I want to sort this array first, so that I have people with least weight in the beginning and most weight in the end. So I would pick one person who is with the most weight, heaviest, and then lightest person in the front of this. And this is already sorted. So what I'll do is basically I'll try to pair them up. So I'll call that S, and then I call this E, which is S is start and E is end. And then I'll use a while loop to pair these people up. And if I can pair them up and their combined weight is less than the limit, then I will increment the board once, and then I will basically push these pointers towards each other, because those two values have been, those 2 people have been sent to the other side of the river. So in this example there are only 2 people, and as you can see, if I check if S, so this people S and people E combined together makes 3. 3 is less than equals to 3. That means only 1 boat is enough to take both of them to this side, right? So let's take them to the other side. Okay. Ooh, this is so cool. I want to do that again. So 1 boat is enough to take these people to this side. This is so cool. All right, now we're done. So what do? We return 1. So the answer would be 1. Oh my god, this problem is so cool. Answer is 1. Let's go to the next problem. Okay, this problem is so cool. I just want to keep doing it. So now we have got the river again. Now this time we have like 4 people. So I want to draw them. So 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, and 4 person. So what I'll do is I'll have my start and end pointing over here. So this is my start and this is my end. Limit is still 3. So but remember, we're gonna sort this array. So first let's sort it. Sorting will make this array basically 1, 2, 2, and 3. This is my again start. I will have this maybe on the top, so that's easy. So this is start, this is end. And now can I pair them up? No, because combined weight will be 4, and that is not less than 3. That means I can only send 1 person, that is the heaviest person, and I will just send this person, let's say this one, to this side. Sorry, so this person to this side, and number of boat will be basically 1. So boats, I'll keep a variable, so 1 boat is used. Then I will decrement my pointer, basically end pointer, because this is what I want to use. I want to send the heaviest person. I still want to pair up the lightest person with another next heaviest person. Okay, so I will move this E to here. This is E now. Can I pair them up? Yes, I can. So that makes sum is 3, then 3 is lesser than or equal to 3. So I'll send the next 2 person together to the other side. So let's pair these guys up. Or maybe let's say these guys up and then send to the other side. Now I will decrement and increment both of these pointers. So I will increment the S will point over here now. S will point over here. E will point over to the same guy. So this time I'll just check. My while loop will have the condition where S is less than or equal to E. So in that case, what I want to do is this time combined weight is still not greater than or equal to this limit. But what I'll do is basically even if they're pointing to the same guy, I know that I'm only incrementing the boat just once. Okay, even if they're pointing to the same guy, that's why it will work. I will try to combine these. This will not work, but I know for sure that next time, even if they were pointing or they were not pointing, I'm only incrementing the boat once. Even if I was doubling this weight and trying to cross them the river, that time also I'm doubling. I'm only incrementing the boat by 1, and even if it comes down and I'm only checking the end of the array, then also I'm only incrementing boat by 1. So let's write down the code. It's going to be big of n time complexity, and space would be constant. Let me switch the view, place it nicely so it looks good. Okay, so let's say boats are 0, people dot sort. Now I'll have basically 2 pointers, S and E. S is at 0, E is at the end of the people array, so people length basically. So let me decrement 1 from here. Okay, so while S is less than equal to E, what I want to do is I want to check if people at S plus people at E is less than or equal to limit, then I want to increment boats by 1, because I can pair those people up. and I'll just increment my s and decrement my I, right? Else what I want to do is I will use the heaviest person to send alone on the port. Okay, so yes, so bots number will still increase, and E will come down by 1, and then we can just return the number of bots. Okay, I think this will work perfectly. So let's submit it. This is it. Okay, let's run it on the examples. Passes. Okay, this, yeah, I don't know where that went. Awesome. Let's submit the answer. Cool, pretty efficient solution. Let's submit it. I mean, we have submitted. Let's write the time complexity. Basically, we're visiting each person in the people array, and then we're bringing those 2 pointers closer using the while loop and pairing those people up. So we're basically visiting each element once. And in terms of space, we are not using any other space. Okay, space complexity would be constant. That is big of 1. So let's go back to AlgoYogi, mark this problem solved, and see you guys in the next problem. Until then, bye bye.